2016! Whoa! Do you have your New Year's resolutions done? Do you have any of this planned out for the year? Nothing at all?
There were goals written. Is that
Yeah,
how?
goals, kind of, they're written.
Yeah.
Well, T. Harv Eker, the motivational speaker and author of The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, sent me a friendly reminder email today. And he reminded me of some startling statistics. If you don't know these, did you know that only 5 people out of 100 will ever become financially free? Only out of 100 people, 1 person will become wealthy. Out of that same 100, 4 people will become financially independent. That's the 5. 15 will have some savings put aside, and the whopping 80% of all of us will be dependent on pensions, still working, or completely, flat out broke at retirement. That means if you're actually listening to what I'm saying right now, you've only got a 5% chance of ever becoming financially free. Pretty scary, don't you think? I mean, I thought so. But could you imagine, picture it. Could you imagine, just for a second, if you woke up tomorrow and you were already financially free? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that no matter what you did today, if your bank account still grew? Can you imagine? Wow. What would your day look like? Who would you spend it with? Would you go to work? Because now you don't have to. So would you? Financial freedom lets you live lets you live your life on your own terms with unlimited choice and flexibility. That's what he wrote. So here's the question. How do you do that? How do you get to that point? And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. And I'm not just talking about getting rich financially. I want to talk about real wealth. Wealth in all areas. Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, in your family, all that stuff, in all areas of life. So, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, what is on your 2016 to-do list? What's on your resolutions? I talked to a college kid the other day, and I asked him, I said, hey man, what do you want to accomplish this year? And his answer, was, I don't know. I guess probably the same stuff I said I wanted to accomplish last year. Do you think he's going to do it this year? Do you really think? I'm gonna guess probably not. Does your to-do list, do your resolutions sound like that? Are they wishy-washy? Is it a bunch of unrealistic wishes and hopes, or stuff that sounds really good that probably won't happen? Or does your 2016 list contain at least the minimum requirements to actually offer completion, offer accomplishment, the absolutes needed? I'm going to go over those tonight. Can you say without a doubt exactly what you plan to do this year? Do you know exactly what it is? And are those things written and clearly defined and also broken down into simple tasks and steps, daily, actionable steps that you can do that are scheduled on your calendar with a completion date? Do you have all that? Those are the 3 things I'm going to talk about. Real simple. The what, the how, and the when. Those are absolutely essential. Everybody has the what, but most whats, they're really vague. Oh, this year, I'm going to lose some weight. Or this year, I'm going to make more money. Or this year, I want to spend more time with my family or my spouse. Or you know what, this year, I want more me time. But the problem is, none of those are very specific. They're all very vague. None of those define exactly what they want. They're so vague, they're probably never going to accomplish because they haven't gotten crystal clear on exactly what they want. For instance, you want to spend more time with your family. Really? How much more time? 10 minutes extra? 20 minutes extra? Maybe an extra hour? And how is that, like each day or each week or each month? How much exactly? Get specific here. You want to make more money? You want to lose weight? Hey, how much? Let's get real. Let's get specific here. So the next part, obviously, is how. You get specific. You figure out the what. You go to the how. Now, how do you plan to do this? And let's take weight, for instance. I've spoken about that so many times. Let's say you want to lose 10 pounds. in the next 10 months? Real simple math. How much is that a month? 2.
He's an English major, remember?
That's true, he's an English major. It'd be 1 pound. So here we go. The how you're going to do this, let's get specific. It'd be 1 pound a month. So how many pounds do you need to lose each month? It would be 1, Peter. How many? 1. Great, fantastic. Now what are you going to do each day that'll help you lose that 1 pound? This is your plan. Every month you got to lose a pound. Here's your plan. Now let's get specific. Maybe you say, I got to jog more, or I got to exercise for 10 minutes a day, or maybe I have to eat at least 1 healthy meal this week. Something to get you on that track. Now schedule it on your calendar, write it down, and make it a must. How about more time with your family? I mean, how are you going to do that? Maybe leave a little bit earlier from work each day, or maybe cancel your golf game every Saturday to spend time with your family. You can do it, but how? Same with money. I mean, maybe you need to start a side business, or maybe you need to learn how to pay yourself first, or maybe you need to learn how to save better, or maybe you've got to quit with your bad spending habits. A lot of us have them. We all have that someplace. So there's your how. So make a plan, schedule it, and do it every day. I run 6 calendars, so I know what I'm doing each day in each one of my companies. Seriously, I've got them all overlapping. Google's wonderful. Number 3 is when. When? Do you have a clear deadline to accomplish your goal or your to-do list? Have you gotten specific? But wait a second. Some of you are already thinking, and I thought the same thing. Wait a second. My goal is an ongoing thing. It's not something that just can be completed and done. No. I always want to spend time with my family. I can't make that a goal. No. Get specific. Maybe not call it a deadline, but call it a milestone. For instance, by the end of 2016, I want to spend an extra 100 hours with my kids. That's only 27 minutes a day. I mean, that's not very much. But now you have clearly defined your goal and broken it down into actionable steps, planned it out, and now you have a deadline or milestone to check its progress. You know exactly what, exactly how, and when you want it by. And at the end of the year, hey, maybe you can shoot for more. Maybe you can shoot for 200 hours. Maybe you can shoot for less if they drive you crazy. But you've got your goal, you've got your milestone. The important thing here is to get crystal clear and figure out what. And the thing is, most people don't even know what. Most people don't know what they want, at least not specifically. I want more money is not specific, and most people never do it. So figure out what. Most people, like I say, don't have that. The next is how. How are you going to do this? And actually, that's the easy part, but truth be known, most people never break it down into steps and tasks and actually schedule it. This is what I'm going to do this day, and then this day, and this way. Most people never do that. And of course, when you have your how and you've written it down in your calendar, when you know when, you can hold yourself accountable. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, or if you're on any of my mailing lists, you probably already know that I added a 10-foot rear projection screen. Now, I did this for music videos for school dances. I also did this for motivational seminars and things like that. But this is what you probably don't know. Last year, before I had it, last year I sold a show in March on this idea of this 10-foot screen they've got to have for their party. I showed a school on this 10-foot screen for their school dance. I sold it to them before I had it. Now, that way I kind of knew that I would have to do it now. I don't want to look like an idiot. I would have to. I almost forced myself to make it happen. And I made myself accountable for the goal. See, I started with specifically what? This 10-foot screen is going to make you dance fantastic. I researched the how, and I ran into a couple snags. You know that I called you, my computer can't handle this. But I researched the how, and then I pre-promised the when. Zig Ziglar once said, the great majority of people are wandering generalities rather than meaningful specifics. I don't want you to be a wandering generality this year. You don't want to be that. Don't be like the college kid I spoke about. Oh, no, maybe the same thing as last year. If you want 2016 to be great, if you want this to be your year, the year you make it all happen, let me ask you one more time. What is on your 2016 to-do list?